Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to the channel. Duramax. Anyway, we are going to try and get the first fire done on the second gen today. Do have just put some odds and ends stuff on it. Put the fan pulley on there and the bracket. I have some other stuff painted, getting ready to put on there. Put the battery in and went to hook everything up. And we do have the air dog purged. As you can see, we made a mess all over the ground. Then I hurried up and shoved a bucket under there. One thing you want to make sure of, have everything grounded. I did not have the grounds done. Your PCM and ECM ground on the passenger side over here. That's what this goes all the way over here for. And grounds on the side of the engine. And then also your PCM grounds on the side of the engine off your passenger side battery. So make sure and have all your grounds hooked up and before you start hooking a battery up. I did not do so. Air dog started running and I started pumping fuel all over the ground. So, well, at least I know I have it completely purged, and I hooked it up and fuel started blowing out of number 1 right there. So I know the pump must be set. So number 1 is getting all the fuel right now on its rotation. So I went ahead and tightened that up real quick so it wasn't dumping fuel all over here. So that's all ready to go. So the only thing we have to do is grab the flex plate, get it on there, get the starter installed, and get ready and fire the engine. All right, pretty much just to catch everybody up, we are running a Garin SFI rated flex plate. This one is good until, this one's manufactured in 20. I'm not sure how long they are good for or what the specification is. It was just a step up from the factory flex plate that we had, or that I have back there. So I just, while I'm doing it, I went ahead and done it. Not that we need to, I just wanted to. I could have went with a flex plate stiffener for one of the factory ones back there. I just decided to go ahead for the money and grab a SFI rated billet flex plate. And then to hold it to the engine, we're going to be using some ARP hardware. This is kit number 147-2901. So we're going to crawl under there, get this put in place, get our starter put in, and then we should be ready to start the engine. All right, we'll go ahead and set the flex plate in place. Get our bolt holes lined up. And then this is the tricky part right here. You want to get Loctite on your bolt, but then you want your ARP lube on the back side. So what I do is I take just a little bit and put it just like that. Go through and do all those. Just make sure you got good enough to make it the head of the bolt slide. And we can go through and put Loctite on all of our bolts. After you're done with that, you can go ahead and torque your bolts to 120 foot-pounds. All right, with all those tightened up, we'll go ahead and get the starter in place and then get ready and test fire the engine. Alright, it is the next day, and we have tool mess galore there to clean up. Cart is all full. After I took the oil bath yesterday from the power steering pump, yeah, I hurried up and shut the engine off, and then just kind of lost all track of turning the camera back on. But I did start the engine back up and got everything up to operating temperature right around 180 degrees. Doing that, we used a temp gun, and then constantly sitting here monitoring the oil filter, just like that. Right now it's at 70 degrees. We sit here and watched it every so often, watched it till it was up to about 180 degrees. We shut the engine off, we pulled the valve train off, all the rockers, and hot retorqued the head. Had a little bit of movement, but not much. You know, just wanted to make sure everything was good and torqued tight, and also make sure we got good crush of the rings on the fire ring head gasket. Gonna go through here and go ahead and put my rocker assembly back on, recheck the valve lash. Like I've said countless times, it's 10 and 20, and then you go through and do 6 of them at top dead center. You do the other 6 at top or at bottom dead center. So got the battery tender on there, constantly tending that because we don't have no alternator hooked up. But yeah, with that, we can go ahead and get the valve train back on and pretty much button up the engine, start putting the pieces and parts back on. Not going to put the AC pump on right now. I'm going to go ahead and just buy a delete pulley and put in that place. Actually, where the oil bath came from yesterday is I forgot I had the return line off on the power steering pump on my blue top, so I could bleed that out. And as I was standing here, it bled out and went all over me. So like I said, it was quite the oil bath, and I had to go get cleaned up. So anyway, decision is made on trucks for sale. I am going to keep the second gen. That's just what I want to do. And the dually is definitely for sale, and then the caddy's coming next. It's just, you know, yeah, I don't have to explain myself really, but with a Jeep purchase, you know, it's a major purchase for me. So I'm 100% honest with you guys all the time. It's a major purchase, and to accomplish the things that we want to accomplish, you know, some things have got to be liquidated, and the dually is one of those. So the dually's been fun, but right now it's just going to go ahead and go. It will be for sale locally here. Yeah, I just like I said, it's been fun. It's a cool ass work truck, but like I said, we're going to move on to bigger and better things with the Jeep. I think that's going to be an absolutely positively fun project, and I can't wait to get started on it. So I actually do have a couple of small parts to put on here later this week, so we'll get those put on and get that project started. So anyway, guys, just a quick update going along with last night's oil bath video. So if you don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on.